Okay, so what is actually, Leandro, what is viral change?
That's a big question.
Yeah, well.
Yes, that is the question. Okay, the viral change is, I'll give you the headlines and then we can unpack that a little bit more. But viral change is a mobilizing platform to create social movements inside organizations. Mm-hmm. What about that? Mm-hmm. Sounds very big, and it is big, because in reality it's a way to mobilize people within an organization, big or small, particularly big, to create large-scale behavioral change. Which means that when you are doing that, you are shaping culture, you are creating something different, but we speak and we do the language of the social movement, because creating a culture is creating a social movement inside the organization.
So when I want to have a culture change, so viral change would be one way to do it.
It's the platform, is the way to do it. The difference it's a question of terminology, but it's important. Years ago, we will be saying it's a method to do something. And yes, of course, everything is a method, provided that you have some ideas on how to do it. But it's more than a method, because a method usually takes you from A to B, and once you have reached that, you say, okay, that's fine, it's done. A platform stays there. It's a lasting thing that you create for the company. So how to do bottom-up things, peer-to-peer networks, the place of storytelling, the use of behaviors, all that which may have been done originally for a purpose of creating a change in the organization. Once this has happened, it stays there. It's like you are installing a new operating system in the organization, which is more than a method, because usually the method doesn't stay long. So it's a mobilizing platform that is installed, if you can use the term, in a company, on a big organization, for the purposes of whatever is needed for the organization, but it remains there as a changeability mechanism, a new operating system, a new way of doing things.
So when you say, I mean, I understand it's not a technical platform, it is a platform, it installs something in the organization to make it sustainable. And it changed behavior. What kind of behavior?
The behaviors that we have crafted with the organization, what is needed. It depends if the goal of the organization, for example, is to have a broad change, for example, let's say on customer centrism, and also agility, and also accountability. So there are lots of things that the company needs to do. Then the behaviors will be related to that. If the change is particularly in one area, as we've done many times on safety, well, and that's it. Well, that's the goal. Then obviously all the behaviors are around a culture of safety. So the behaviors depend on what the goal is, but the platform caters for whatever goal it is. So you're always going to have behaviors. You are always going to have peer-to-peer networks dealing with that. You're going to have an informal organization taking over more than the formal one. You're going to have storytelling, and you're going to have a leadership that supports that. So that's the package, and therefore the combination of all things with the rules of the game on how to do it over a period of time, usually 1 year, 2 years, more 2 than 1, that is what viral change does. So we don't have viral change programs. We have a program on something that is powered by viral change. We are providing the operating system for the company to realize whatever the needs of the company.